In a world where adhesion is king.
Now remember, this is for tight bond.
Oh, right. Tight bond. No hype, no gimmicks. Just reliable adhesives from a trusted source for generations.
Hi, I'm Ernie Conover. Deciding what glue to use for a project today can be a bit of a daunting task, for there's many choices out there in the marketplace. I'm building a reproduction of a shaker weaving chair. The original was built in the first half of the 19th century. I try to be as faithful to the spirit of the original chair as possible. Therefore, I will use the same types of wood. I will paint it with milk paint, and I'll put it together with hide glue. The same glue that the shakers would have used can still be purchased today in either granular or bead form. It is simply put in a glue pot, and a glue pot is a little double boiler. This is about exactly the same pot the shakers would have used. It is mixed with water, allowed to sit for a couple of hours, and then warmed with a little alcohol lamp. Today, we use electric thermostatically controlled pots that will keep this glue at 140 degrees all day long. Hide glue has a limited pot life, for it readily cultures bacteria. When my Labrador Retriever is sitting here beside the bench looking like she just found a dead woodchuck, I know it's time to make a new pot of glue. A disadvantage of traditional hide glue is that it has a fairly short open time. You don't have a lot of time to move parts around in the assembly process. For this reason, traditional hide glue is not the best choice for this chair. I'll use instead a liquid hide glue, which is made by adding some urea to the glue, which brings the gel temperature down to room temperature. There is some myths going around that this isn't as strong as traditional hide glue, but in fact some tests done by my friend Mark Schofield have shown it to be about the same strength actually as a PVA glue. The nice part about this liquid hide glue is that we have about 10 minutes to work with the assembly process with these exposed glue areas, and then about 20 minutes to get the final clamping done. So without undue delay, we will start this assembly process. Put our last strap clamp on here. We're well under our 20-minute time limit. And I can even reach in here and turn rails before this glue sets up to bring the most favorable grain direction to the forefront. Hide glue has a definite shelf life, about a year. There's a date on the bottle that you want to check when you buy the glue to make sure that it's fresh. We can easily clean this excess glue up with just a damp sponge. A real advantage of hide glue, I think, is that it doesn't affect finish very much. You could put a clear finish over this glue without sanding all of it away, and it wouldn't show. Another great feature of hide glue is reversibility. I glued this rail in here yesterday, about 20 hours ago. And if I realized it was the wrong rail today, I could reverse the hide glue joint by simply putting some live steam from a kettle on the joint. And it never hurts to brush a little hot water on as well. Get it down in there, get soaking through. And you simply let that steam for 15-20 minutes and you can take the two parts apart. This is also a great feature for repairing antique furniture. A lot of it is put together with hide glue, and if you've got a loose joint, you can simply put some live steam on it, ease it apart, get some more hide glue in, which will liquefy the old glue, let it dry normally, and you have a repaired joint. And there we go. Another fun thing you can do with liquid hide glue is create a crackle finish. It only works with a water-based paint. It won't work with oil paint. But you simply take the panel you want to paint and you put some liquid hide glue on it and you coat the panel evenly. I'll let this dry at least overnight. The glue has to be hardened. And then I will simply brush on a coat of water-based paint. You need to paint fairly fast with a full brush. You can rebrush it a little bit, but not much, because you have to get the paint on before it starts to soften that glue up. And over a period of minutes as the paint dries, you'll see the crackle finish up here. Give hide glue a try.
Adhesion is king.
Now remember, this is for tight bond.
Oh, right. Tight Bond. No hype, no gimmicks. Just reliable adhesives from a trusted source for generations.